Hello and how are you doing, traders? Welcome to Forex Clubhouse. Today I'm introducing to you a new strategy concerning boom and crash indexes. Now let us go to the settings so that you too can have this beautiful money downloading screen just like me. As usual, we start with the normal process of clicking the F button to go to the indicators set. You can observe that this strategy contains many indicators. This has a purpose for being so, which soon in this video I will explain the functions of all major indicators. Let's start with indicator number 1, which it is the relative strength index. By clicking the F+ button on the main chart, the following are its parameters: period 14, apply to close, style 3 pixel and the color it is blue. And lastly, we just need two levels that are 30 and 70. That will help us to know the overbought and oversold positions. After applying the relative strength index settings effectively, as per the video, click done, and this time you click the F+ button on the main chart to add the stochastic oscillator, which is the following parameters: K period 60, D period 1, slowing 1, price field close, method simple, styles each 3 pixel. Then comes the levels. Here we have 10, which is a buy, 50 is a wait, and lastly 90, which is a sell. After applying the settings, you click done. To add the second indicator in Windows number 2, make sure you click the F+ button that it is in indicator window number 2. So the moving average has the following parameters: period 10, shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, style 3 pixel, and the color it is black. Here no levels that are needed, having applied the settings already, click done. To add another window, this time you click the F+ button on the main chart so that you can add commodity channel index with the following parameters: period 14, apply to typical price, style 3 pixel and the color is black, levels are -100, which is a buy level, 100 a sell, 220 strong sell, and -140 a strong buy. The last indicators to add are found on the indicator number 4. The first indicators to add is the relative strength index with the following parameters: period 1, apply to close, style 4 pixel, and the color is black. Levels are 90 as a sell, 50 as a wait zone, and lastly 10 as a buy. Afterwards, you click done. The second indicator on Windows number 4 is the moving average, having the following parameters: period 2, shift 0, method simple, apply to close, style 3 pixel and the color is blue. No levels that are needed. Then, you click done. Last but not least is the last indicator of today's strategy, which it is the moving average with the following parameters: period 16, shift 0, method simple, apply to close, style 3 pixel and the color is green. Once done adding all the settings effectively, then you should have the beautiful money downloading screen just like this one. Before proceeding to the next chapter, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell icon on to be the first to watch any of my uploads. Now let us get to the awesome part on how to trade effectively using this strategy. The following are rules that must be followed. Rule number 1. Make sure that the screen is on default zoom level. Rule number 2. We only buy on crash and sell on boom. Let us start to see on how to trade crash 1000 perfectly using this strategy. Firstly, look at the relative strength index at window number 1 to see if it is a 30 level or the 70 level, as these are the levels that will help us to pick potential tops and bottoms depending on whether the market is overbought or not. I personally look at relative strength index at the 5-minute time frame, as it is there where it gives strong signals. Secondly, on 5-minute time frame, make sure that the commodity channel index is on buy zone before deciding to execute your trade. Once the above rules are met, then change 5-minute time frame to 1-minute time frame to look for crossovers on windows number 2 and number 4. On indicator window number 2, make sure the crossover is between 10 to 50 level. The more to the downside the crossover occurs, the better it is for you. Similar rules apply to the indicator window number 4 crossovers. Make sure that the crossover occurs between 10 and 50 level. Once all rules are met, you can take your trade with almost zero worries. An extra tip is that, if you are entering the market with small account, then make sure that you execute your trade on 1-minute time frame only. Then, shift your screen to 5-minute time frame. This time it is because we need to watch the commodity channel index. If it reaches the 100 level, which it is a sell level, make sure you exit the trade, as that signifies that the spike sooner or later is going to occur, and wait for another perfect time to enter the trade. Extra free tip to you. For those with large account trading balance, with the same exact rules, you can enter the market on 5-minute time frame, but this time wait for the crossovers to occur on the 5-minute time frame, the time frame that you will execute your trade. I hope by now you know exactly on when and how to enter your trade positions on crash, particularly crash 1000 with this strategy. If yes, then do not think of exiting yet from the video, as different rules are applied when trading boom. Only the first two rules are same as crash, that are, make sure the screen zoom level is on default, and take it in your mind that we only take sell positions on boom. Rule number 3, shift your screen zoom level to a 5-minute time frame to see if the relative strength index is on 70 level before entering the trade. Afterwards, take your eyes to indicator window number 3, which is commodity channel index, and make sure that it is on level 100, a sell level, before entering the trade. Mind you that all of this should be done on 5-minute time frame. Once all are done, for small account holders, shift your screen time frame to 1-minute time frame. Once you are in 1-minute time frame, look for the crossovers on windows number 2 and 4. On windows number 2, make sure that the crossover occurs between the 50 and 90 levels and not otherwise. Likewise, on window number 4, the crossovers should occur in between 50 and 90 levels for the trade position to be valid. From few weeks of using this strategy, I observed that it is not a must for all of the 4 conditions to be met. If 3 conditions are met instead of 4, you can just enter the market and execute the trade position. Take a look at the screen right now. You can see that the relative strength index did not met the criteria of being above the 70 level. If a scalping trader just like me and you looked at only one window of the relative strength index, then all of this pips we could have missed. But what if you did actually look at the other windows? At the screen it can be observed that, on windows number 2, the criteria were met as the crossover occurred between the 50 and 90 level. Also on windows number 3, the commodity channel index was above the strong sell level. Lastly, on windows number 4, it can be seen the crossover of moving averages did occur at 50 and 90 level. All of this are telling you to stop wasting time and enter the market right now to execute trading positions. In case you wanted to see some of the live trades that I took while using this strategy, take a moment to look at this part, or you can go and search for it on my channel playlist named as Forex. Please note that the information contained herein is for informational purposes only. Nothing herein shall be construed to be financial, legal or tax advice. The content of this video is solely the opinions of the speaker, who is not a licensed financial advisor or registered investment advisor. Trading Forex poses considerable risk of loss. The speaker does not guarantee any particular outcome. Trade at your own risk. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Please do not forget to subscribe and turn the notification bell icon.